Welcome here to Shy Sports Live. Chicago Blackhawks hockey is on the air as we have the Chicago Blackhawks facing up against Macklin Celebrini and the San Jose Sharks. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this game today. Hawks on a bit of a skid, have yet to win in a few games, and meanwhile the Sharks are continuing to get above 500. With the win tonight, they would move to 6 games above 500. And it's going to be a good battle between these two young teams, especially between Bedard and Celebrini, the two Canadian fellows, getting ready to hopefully see a win for the Hawks tonight. But the Sharks have had a good season. But with that being said, Hawks and Sharks, Blackhawks hockey coming up next. We'll take a short break and return for the starting lineups and the national anthem. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. Before the national anthem, let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the visiting San Jose Sharks. The first line, Smith, Celebrini, Toffoli. The second line, Eklund, Wenberg, and Graf. The third line, Regenda, Misa, and a former Hawk, Philip Kurashev. And the fourth line, Gaudreau, Gaudet, and Reeves. The defensive pairings, Orlov, Liljegren, Ferraro, Mukhamadullin. And the third line, Dickinson and Descharnay, Yaroslav Askarov, the projected goalie to start tonight for the San Jose Sharks. For the Chicago Blackhawks, their starters tonight, the fours, the first line, Nazar, Bedard, and Bertuzzi. The second line, Teravainen, Green, Burakovsky. The third line, Donato, Dickinson, Mikheyev. And then the fourth line, Doc, Moore, and Slager. The defensive pairings, Vlasic, Crevier, Kaiser, Renzo, and Grizzlick, Murphy. And Knight is the starting goalie tonight for the Chicago Blackhawks. With that being said, let's get ready for Blackhawks hockey, the national anthem coming up. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on Shy Sports Live. Always a wonderful rendition when Jim Corneliuson gets us started. We are ready for hockey tonight between the Hawks and the San Jose Sharks. Let's get ready for some Blackhawks hockey. The Hawks come at 21-25-9. The San Jose Sharks coming out at 27-22-4. Spencer Knight into the net for the Hawks. 37 games, 15-15-7. And Yaroslav Askarov, 33 games, 17-13-2. Big note, save percentage is at 8.90 and the goals against average is at a 3.47. Meaning he's giving up goals and he's not getting a lot of saves, but there's a team in front of him is doing well for him. But the Hawks against the Sharks, we are ready for puck drop here in Chicago between these Blackhawks and the Sharks. Hope everyone is going to enjoy the game. I want to thank everyone who will tune in tonight. So we get set for NHL action. The Hawks and the Sharks. Celebrini to tie it up with Nazar in the circle. And we are not quite. Now we're on their way. Sharks will face off to get us going in this game. An early whistle as the puck goes out of play. 5 seconds into the game, I think that might have been the earliest whistle we've had into these two games. Nick Foligno still not in the lineup for these two teams as Nazar gets tossed out of the faceoff circle. Bertuzzi will come in. He'll win the faceoff, but the Sharks can't get the possession, immediate possession. Dumped into the zone. Knight slows it down. Little backhanded pass. Here's Bedard over center ice into the Sharks zone. Bedard flips it to Vlasic. Vlasic has shot. Saved by Askarov, the southpaw goaltender. Here comes Celebrini. His shot that goes wide. Might have been off of a Hawk stick. And here come the Sharks. Bertuzzi will send it to Bedard. Bedard into the Hawks zone. Bedard takes a shot, got the flick out in front. Puck goes towards the front of the net. Will Smith takes it there. Sharks with possession. They'll flip it out to center ice. Kaiser grabs it. He'll send it to Bertuzzi, streak it into the Shark zones. Going behind the net now, tries to center it. Deflected there by a Shark. Sharks get possession there as we play through 1 minute of play here in the first period. Sharks will dump it into the zone. Knight gets the puck there. A little bit of miscommunication. Celebrini will play it behind the nets. Long first shift for Macklin Celebrini. Still has possession of the puck. Now send it around behind the boards to go off for a change. Good battle here. Good steal. Centering pass. That one deflected wide. Sharks still have possession of the puck in the Hawks zone. 18:30 to play in the first period. Good hit there by Shark. Graf turns it over. Donato flips a pass. Hawks have possession now. Mikheyev with the puck. And we're going to have an early whistle. And there's going to be a penalty on the Hawks. It's going to be on Sam Renzel for a interference penalty. So the Hawks are going on the early penalty kill. Sam Renzel with the penalty. Face-off won by the Sharks. Hawks had the best penalty kill in the league. Sharks had the 16th best power play in the league. Sharks really moving here. Celebrini sent to the blue line. Hawks, nice deflection there. Teravainen will just take it into the Shark zone and he'll get checked, but he'll just flip it back in deep. So we played through our second minute of play here in the first period. Celebrini's nice centering pass, and there's a shot. I don't know if that was on net or not, but Knight got a piece of it. Sharks at the point. Oh, good block there. Hawk player went down. Here comes the Sharks back. Here's Celebrini. Gets over the line. Makes a nice little dink. He loses the puck, but gets it right back. Celebrini is still working with it. Celebrini back to the forehand, centering the pass. Nice deflection there by Vlasic. Mikheyev, will flip it into the zone. Here's Dickinson, and he will hold. He won't take a shot, still holding it with the puck. Good killing there. There's a swinging pass, a shot, did not get all the way through. Slaggert shot it on net, and it was blocked out in front by a Shark. Hawks still have possession of the puck. Here's Nazar. Nazar on the penalty kill. He tries to center it. Good deflection there by the Sharks, and here they come with 25 on the power play. Sharks lose it again. Kaiser's just going to flip it off the boards and down into the zone as there's 15 seconds left on this Renzel interference penalty. 16:30 to go in the game. And another nice clear from Nazar. Final pass in 5 on the penalty, and that is going to do it for the San Jose Sharks power play. Hawks get the first kill of the game. It's a good start. Here's Bertuzzi. Tries a backhander. Hawks playing good defense there. Sharks near their own blue line. They pass it back into their own zone. 15:55 to play in this game. Or in this first period, sorry. Long stretch pass missed the Sharks, but there's Sharks back there to get back to avoid an icing call. Well, board battle. Sharks in their own, on the Hawks zone. Shot on net. Or shot did not get all the way to the net. Here's Bedard. Bedard flip pass. And Bertuzzi couldn't get it. Bedard board battle. Takes a little bit of a check. Kaiser has the puck now. He'll flip it back towards the Sharks blue line, and the Sharks will take control with 15:23 to play in the period. Both teams with 3 shot attempts. Hawks have 1 registered shot on goal. The Sharks have no registered shots on goal. Sharks will dump it down into the Hawks zone. Klingberg So now low centering pass, no shot there. Good stick out in front by Renzel. Committed an early penalty. Here's Oliver Moore, still making work with it. Finally gives up to Kaiser, who makes a dangerous pass ahead. Hawks get the puck though, as Doc will lose possession of the puck. Sharks will dump him back into the Hawks zone as Renzel will take it there. Renzel making some men miss. Now get over to the centering line into the Shark zone. Moore will send it down low to Doc. Doc makes a little turn, still keeping possession of the puck. There's going to be a penalty coming up here on San Jose, and there we go. 14:26 to go on the period. There's going to be too many men on the ice. So they're going to get a bench minor. Oh, yeah, there's an earlier shot. That went high on Wenberg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they called too many men on the ice, but it looks like a hooking call could have been called. There, Will Smith got the call. Tonight's keys to the game for the Hawks, who come in at 19th in the power play. But the Sharks come in at the 23rd in the penalty kill. There's a tie-up in the face-off. Hawks do eventually get it. Renzel playing first-line power play minutes. Bertuzzi tries to center it. Deflected there. Pass around the boards. Here's Nazar now. Nazar will send it to Teravainen. Here's Renzel. Down low. Bedard still working, sends it now. And Nazar gets it back, or Bedard gets it back. Here's Renzel, 1:30 to go on the power play. Wrist shot gets deflected wide by a Shark. Nazar gets the puck, sends it to Bedard. 1:23 to play in the power play. Point pass, Renzel down low to Teravainen shot, and I believe Askarov might have gotten a pad on that one. Bedard still has the puck. He'll flip it back up to the point to Renzel. Renzel to Teravainen, back to Renzel. Slap shot, and that goes off of his stick and up into the netting. With 13:31 to play in the period. 1:05 to go on the power play. Sharks really, so that was not a shot on Askarov. It went off of a skate out in front and just missed the side. Hawks are 0 for 26 on their power play in the last 10 games. Sharks win the face-off. They'll dump it out of the zone. Hawks will have to catch up. Grzelcyk will send it to Bedard. Bedard with a little twirl. Getting over to the Sharks line. Bertuzzi keeps it on sides. Bertuzzi, Teravainen, down low to Bertuzzi. Man, the San Jose really eliminating these centering passes. Teravainen, Grzelcyk now at the point. Back to Teravainen, 40 on the power play. Down low to Bertuzzi. Teravainen, Bedard shot, score! Connor Bedard on the power play, and the Hawks have scored first. Second shot on goal. And the Hawks crack the board and take the 1-0 lead. Nice little tic-tac-toe play. Bertuzzi to Teravainen, down low to Bedard. A tough angle shot, but it gets through Askarov. And what a goal for Bedard. The puck was on edge, too, and it got through Askarov. And the Hawks take the early 1-0 lead. 7 minutes into this game, that's goal number 23 on the season for Connor Bedard. And the Hawks strike first. This is his third straight game with the goal. Sharks won the face-off. The Hawks in the battle of number ones. Bedard strikes first. Sharks had the puck though in the Hawks zone. Centering pass. Hawks finally get a power play goal. They're now 1 for 27 in their last 11 games. Moore with the puck. Delayed offsides. No call. So Teravainen and Bertuzzi will get the assist on that goal. Moore cross-ice pass. Bouncing a little bit. Still bouncing. Hawks get the puck. Here's Vlasic down low. One-timer shot saved by Askarov. That was Burakovsky, and the puck gets deflected into the Sharks bench. And we're going to send it to our first immediate timeout. Bedard and the Hawks strike first on the power play. Hawks on top 1-0. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Teuvo Teravainen, who picked up an assist, will play for Team Finland in the Olympic Winter Games beginning this week. And Anders Sorensen will be an assistant coach to Sweden for the Sweden national team as the Sharks win the face-off out of the break. So congratulations to them. For the Hawks, they're on top 1-0, courtesy of a Connor Bedard goal assisted by Teravainen and Bertuzzi. Askarov making dangerous works there. Here comes Toffoli, and they're going to get called for offsides. Took away a shot on goal on the Hawks, by the way. The Sharks still have yet to have a goal, or a shot on goal. But Bertuzzi, the Sharks did a really good job for most of this power play, taking away those little centering passes, but then they finally got one through. And Bertuzzi, instead of taking a shot there onto a most likely centered up goaltender on Askarov, he sends a pass, and even though it was on edge, there's a dangerous turnover in front. Sharks unable to get a shot off. Taking some of a good stick there after the dangerous pass. Here's Celebrini. Nice pass to Smith. Smith takes a shot, and that's saved there by Knight. That's the first save for Knight. And the second shot, I think Vlasic blocked it right in front of net. Here's Donato, and he gets shut off. Good defense there by the Sharks. As we had the 11-20 points, and there's going to be icing on San Jose, so the Hawks will go to get an offensive zone face-off. Ryan Donato battling there, and just good defense there. But Bedard, a really good goal. And again, it was on edge, so it's easier to get a lift on it when it's on edge, but you lose a lot of power. As there's a tie-up on the face-off, and the Sharks come up with the puck. So here's Nazar, and there's going to be a hand pass. Kaiser with the hand pass. 11:09 to play here in the first period. 1-0 Blackhawks. But once again, those Olympics, the preliminary games actually begin Wednesday, so there are some women's hockey games before the opening ceremony for preliminary games, but those won't be broadcast on here. Matter of fact, we won't, unless the United States team, there's a Hawk player went down. Bertuzzi went down hard. He's slow to get up, but he's getting up. If the U.S. Olympic team makes it to the gold medal game, we might broadcast it here. Depends on the timing. Here's Bertuzzi with the puck. And just dump it into the Shark zone. Chicago Bulls play against the Bucks tomorrow. Sharks with the puck in their own zone. 10-12 to play in the period. Sorry, not in the Hawks zone. Good battle there with Moore, and the Hawks finally get possession of the puck. Colton Dock comes up with it. Gets over the zone. Oliver Moore makes a little nice back move. Sends it back. Murphy sends it around the boards. Here's Slaggert. Up ahead, Grizzlick. Grizzlick back to Slaggert. Flips a pass to Moore into the corner. Moore tries to center it. Good battle there. Hawk went down. No penalty there. Sharks get the possession of the puck with 9:37 to play in the period. Sharks finally get out of the zone, but the Hawks get possession immediately right there, and they'll just go off for a change. Oh, a Hawk player goes down hard to the board. Renzel and Ryan Reeves knocks a Hawks player down. Burakovsky got knocked down. Here's Kaiser, 2-on-1 for the Hawks. Nice little flip pass, but good defense there for the Hawks. Got to watch out for Ryan Reeves because he will throw a check. Burakovsky battling. Sharks come up with it. 5 hits for San Jose, 2 for Chicago, and San Jose just trying to slow things down a touch. Dump into the Hawks zone. And here comes Vlasic. Looks like he might have gotten hooked, no call. And they will call hook. They will call hook. I thought they weren't going to call, but they do get a hook there. Hawks will go to the power play once again. We're going to head to a break. 1-0 Hawks here in Chicago. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. 8:25 to go here in this first period. Hawks back on the power play after another penalty committed by San Jose. It was a hook on Alex Vlasic. Vlasic got hooked. The Hawks 1-for-1 on the power play. We'll get another chance on the power play to do something. We'll see if they can win the face-off first of all. Michael Misa getting tagged with the hook. Hawks tie up the face-off, but lose it. Puck gets sent around the boards and out of the zone. And that is where the Hawks will take over. Hawks 1-for-1 on the first power play on only one shot, and it was a Connor Bedard one-timer goal. Quick stretch pass to Nazar, but the Sharks get possession, send it back to the neutral zone. Renzo with the puck. 8 minutes to play here in this first period. 12 minutes into this period. Terravina, which got an assist on that Bedard goal, sent it into the zone. And the Hawks lose possession, and the puck is dumped back into their own zone. So it's been a sloppy first 40 seconds for the Hawks. 7:40 to play in the period. Renzel sent it back to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi ahead and into Oliver Marskates, unable to control it, and the Sharks do send it back down to the Hawks zone. Renzel grabs it, backing up now towards his own net. Still with the puck, drop pass to Bedard. Sends a pass to Green. Green to Donato. He slips and falls. Green with the puck behind the zone, or behind the Sharks net. Hawks need to get the puck. They finally do. Now they can set up some offense here. Burakovsky sends it down low. Green back to Burakovsky. Looking, tries to center it more. Donato is right there. He goes down, and there's going to be 30 seconds left on the power play. Burakovsky. They have not seen much of the first line power play for the Hawks. It's been all the second line, and once again another puck is dumped into the Hawks zone. It's been a poor second power play for the Hawks. No shots. Only one shot attempt, and it was deflected right away. Dickinson with the puck flips it into the corner. 5 on the power play. Celebrino grabs it. He'll dump it towards the top of the zone. Hawks still have possession of the puck. Power play is over. And a turnover, and here's a 2-on-1, and it's going to be a 1-on-0. Oh, it's going to be offsides. And the Hawks get a break there. Otherwise, that would have been a breakaway for Michael Misa. There's a little saucer passage, you just did not get enough on it. And yeah, that was offsides. Good call there by the linesman. And Misa, he tried it, and that was just a good play. It's a big break for the Hawks to avoid getting caught for a short breakaway. So Labrini, he tries to center. A good steal there from Dickinson, who passes behind the net. Vlasic, the only Hawk there to grab it. He'll send it, pass down. Deflect. Look, I got deflected off the Sharks stick. Sharks get the puck as we play through 17 minutes, or 18, sorry. That's 14 minutes of this game. Celebrini centers it. There's a failed one-timer. Will Smith didn't get anything on it. Puck gets pushed behind the Hawks net. Spencer Knight's only faced one shot on goal this period. A turnover out front. Good stick, though. Here come the Hawks. Second shot. That goes wide. I think it got deflected by a Shark in front of the net. Dickinson will send it around the net. Renzel with the puck, sends it back around to Mikheyev. Mikheyev sends it to the point. Kaiser sends it around the boards. Sharks trying to get possession. They don't get it, though. Bedard near the front of the net. Tries to center it, and Celebrino is the only player there. And Bedard goes down. Celebrini made the hit. Under 5 minutes to play in the period, flip into the Hawk zone. Here's Renzel. Is it to Kaiser? Kaiser back to Bedard. Bedard, 4:45 to play in the period. Nazar, back to Bedard. I think that was intended for Bertuzzi, but Bedard cleanly grabs it. Here's Renzel's shot, and it gets blocked in front by a Shark. Bertuzzi. These are battling now. Here come the Sharks now. 4:22 to play in the period. Dumped into the zone. Kaiser grabs it, Renzel flips it to Kaiser. Burakovsky gets his stick lifted. Still battling it out. Bertuzzi goes down. And another penalty called on San Jose, their third of the period. Bertuzzi got tripped up. And Wenberg's going to go to the box, and the Hawks will have their third power play of the game and of the end of the period. We'll send it to another break. Hawks will be on the power play when we return once again. 1-0 Blackhawks. You listen to Hawks Hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Blackhawks back on the power play. They're a third of the period. And Hawks will have another chance. They only have one shot on goal in the first two power plays combined. And both shots, both teams' shots, not good. Wenberg got called for the trip, which is why he into the box. Blast show. Talking with a referee. And still a hold up. And Terravani gets tossed out of the faceoff circle, so Frank Nazar will now come in to take the draw. And finally drop it, tied up. Linesman not moving. And the Sharks get the face off and send clear the puck a bit. 3:50 to play here in the first period. Hawks on a third power play are 1 for 2. They only registered one shot on the first power play, which was the goal for Bedard. They got no shots on goal in the second period, in the second power play, and only got one shot off. And again, the Sharks dumping it in under 1:30 to go in the power play. San Jose has played really good on the penalty kill tonight. I mean, they gave up the goal, but here's Terravani. Oh, that was almost. Hawks tried a quick one too. Almost didn't work out. The Hawks again continue to struggle. Bedard being hassled a bit. Keeps it. At a backhand pass gets deflected by a Shark down into their zone. Nazar with a board battle in the corner. Hawks come away with it. Renzel to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi. 50 seconds to play on the power play. Here's Bedard now. Bedard centering pass. Shark goes down. Teravainen, Renzel. Back to Teravainen. As a pass gets deflected. Hawks get it there. There's a shot by Nazar. Good save by Askarov. Here's Bedard. Bedard. Cross-ice pass. Teravainen. Renzel slap shot. And they got all the way through, and it's stopped there by Askarov. Hawks get their second shot on goal in the power play, and now up to 4 shots in the period. There's a good save there, and that's going to get the rebound. Oh, that just deflected a little bit further. Teravainen might have had a chance to tap it in for the goal. Hawks win the face-off. More second power play unit out there. Grzelcyk. Burakovsky back. Grzelcyk. More one-timer. That just goes, I don't know if he broke a stick or if that just not work. And that is going to do it for the third Hawks power play. They get a couple shots on goal, a couple good chances. But still nothing working for the Hawks on that third power play. They're 1 for 3 tonight. These are deflections. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first period. Sharks with the puck in their own zone. Now they're gathering it. They go over the neutral zone. They'll send it down into the Hawk zone. Knight tries to slow it down. Vlasic sends a pass all the way around. There's a Hawk player there. Vlasic gets the puck back. He'll dump it into the zone. 11 shot attempts for Chicago, 7 for San Jose. Sharks only have 1 shot on goal. Hawks have 4. 2 of those 4 came on the last power play. Vlasic going really deep into the zone. It's Mikheyev now. Send it over to Vlasic on the other side. Centering pass. Not going through. Sligo tried to backhand it, but that also missed. We're pushing to 1 minute to play in the period signal. And we're at 1 minute to play here in the period. Sharks dumping in. Hawks trying to battle there. Murphy grabs it. Kaiser against 2 Sharks. Wins that battle. Murphy. Dangerous centering pass. Sharks deflected to keep it in the Hawk zone. Knight there to play it. Kaiser almost turns it over. And again, pressure there by the 2 Sharks. More pass to Bedard. Bedard will flip pass. More. Gets it back to Bedard. Bedard, long, weird pass to Nays, already gets through. Send it down to Bedard. 25 seconds to play in the period. Bedard. Shot. Saved by Askarov through a couple screens. 15 seconds to play in the period. Hawks on top 1-0. Bedard. 8 seconds left. Hawks have time for one more rush, but they're going to hold it there with Bedard. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first period. The Hawks are on top 1-0. And a 5-1 advantage on the shots on goal. Hawks on top 1-0, courtesy of the Connor Bedard power play goal. We'll be back to do some intermission stats and wraps. Hawks on top 1-0. You'll listen to Blackhawks hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Blackhawks first intermission report. The Blackhawks on top 1-0 early, courtesy of Bedard. Connor Bedard power play goal assisted by both Teravainen and Bertuzzi. That was a good goal there for Bedard. Hawks have officially 4 shots on goal in the period. Sharks have 1. So it's a really big defensive battle. Knight really hasn't seen a lot of attempts at all. And the ones that he's seen have not really been testing him. You hope the Sharks do get a few more shots. Don't hope they're high quality shots. You hope they get some shots on him, but they're low quality to the point where he can get into a rhythm and be able to make some stops. Otherwise, he's going to be a little cold and might lose his momentum but it also attributes has a big attribution to the Hawks defense. As by the way, with Teravainen and Bertuzzi with the assists, Teravainen with 13 assists on the season, his 13th assist of the season. Bertuzzi his 17th. Ran up those assists. Bedard getting his 23rd goal, but the Hawks on top 1-0. It's a good first period for them defensively. The offense, aside from that one nice tic tac toe pass from Bertuzzi to Teravainen, they got the primary assist to Bedard on that goal. Both offenses have kind of been held in check, and that is where we stand to this point into this matchup. Hawks on top 1-0. In the second period, gotta imagine San Jose, who has been on the penalty kill for 5.5 minutes in this game so far, are gonna play more disciplined. If they could stay more disciplined, and the Hawks might have a lot, or Spencer Knight might have a lot more shots that he'll face. So we'll see if that continues to happen. But second period is almost ready. Over 12 minutes to go, and so we get started for the second period. Take a quick break. Be back with the first period stats. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Blackhawks on tap, 1-0 over the San Jose Sharks after the first period of play. Take us some stats before we send it on to our final intermission break. First for the San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini, 1 shot on goal, 2 giveaways, 6 shifts, played 7 minutes for his time on ice. He played 39 seconds on the penalty kill, 71% on the faceoffs, pretty good for him. Eklund has 1 hit. Gaudet has nothing in his stat category, only played a minute 44. Goodrow has 1 hit. He's played 5 shifts, 5:15. Graf has played nothing. Kurashev, the former Hawk, has played 2 minutes 58 seconds on the ice. Michael Misa registered a penalty. Ryan Reeves registered 1 hit. Regenda has registered 2 hits. Will Smith has registered 5:56 on time on ice. Toffoli has 1 giveaway, 5:20 on the ice, and Wenberg leads the forwards in time on ice, 8:09 on the time on ice for forwards. Descharnais, 2 hits, 6:54 6:54 on the ice. Dickinson, 2:51 on the ice. Ferraro, he leads all skaters on the Sharks with 9:05 on the ice, playing 8 shifts. Timothy Liljegren has played 6 shifts, 7:02 on the ice. Mikhail Medulin has 5:34 on the ice, and Orlov has 6:42 on the ice. Yaroslav Askarov threw 4 shots, face, 3 saves, 750 save percentage, 1 goal allowed, which was on the power play. For the penalty minutes, Alexander Wenberg tripping, Michael Misa hooking, and a too-many-men bench minor penalty on San Jose. For the Hawks, Sam Renzel had an interference penalty against Wenberg. For the Hawks box score, Connor Bedard, 1 goal, 1 shot, 1 hit, 9:19 on the ice. Tyler Bertuzzi, 1 assist, 1 hit, 8:09 on the ice. Burakovsky, 5 shifts, 3:37 on the ice. Colton Dock, 2 shifts, but almost a minute per shift, 1:59 on the ice. Jacob Dickinson has 4:25 on the ice. Ryan Donato has 6:14 on the ice, also has a hit. Ryan Green has 4:09 on the ice. Ilya Mikheyev has 4:58 on the ice. Oliver Moore has 4:48 on the ice. Frank Nazar has 1 shot and 1 hit. He has 8:20 on the ice. Landon Slaggert has one takeaway, 3:52 on the ice, and Teuvo Teravainen has the primary assist for the Hawks on that Connor Bedard goal. He also played 5:17 on the ice. Louis Crevier, the defenseman, 7 shifts, 5:22 on the ice. Matt Grzelcyk, 3:48 on the ice. Wyatt Kaiser, 7:18 on the ice. Connor Murphy, 4:34 on the ice. Sam Renzel has 1 shot. He also committed a penalty. Hawks killed that penalty, 8:35 on the ice. And Alex Vlasic also has a shot, 5:24 on the ice. Spencer Knight has faced 1 shot. He saved that shot. Really didn't have to do anything there. And again, Connor Bedard with the goal, his 23rd of the season, a power play goal. Teuvo Teravainen picked up his 13th assist. He was the primary assister, and Tyler Bertuzzi picked up his 17th assist. He's a secondary assister. And for the team stats, before we take a quick break, shots, as you can see on your screen, 4-1 in favor of Chicago, 11-4 in favor of San Jose for hits. Face-offs. There's been 14 face-offs in this game. The Sharks are 10 for 14. Hawks have only won 4 face-offs. Power play opportunities. Hawks 3. San Jose 1. Hawks killed out 1 power penalty. San Jose is 2 for 3 on the penalty kill there. No short-handed goals. 3 total penalty minutes on San Jose. 1 on Chicago. 3 total penalties on San Jose. 1 on Chicago. 6 total penalty minutes on San Jose. 2 on Chicago. San Jose has 4 blocked shots compared to 3 for the Hawks, and takeaways 1 for Chicago, none for San Jose. And giveaways 5 for San Jose, 4 for the Blackhawks. to set us up for the second intermission or the second period of play. Well, we'll take a break. We'll return in about 3:15 to get this second period started. Once again, Hawks on top 1-0. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. We are set to drop the puck here to start the second period of play. Again, Blackhawks on top 1-0. As Frank Nazar versus Macklin Celebrini in the face-off circle, we are ready for the second period of play. We're about ready to drop the puck. And there we go. Hawks win a face-off to start the second period. As an early dump in Askarov will control it there. He'll send it around the boards. There's Nazar. He dumps it back in after a sharp turnover. Awkward bounce off the glass. Second awkward bounce off the glass. Crevier can't backhand it. Puck is deflected back into the Hawks zone. Classic of the board battle. Crevier now. Bedard gets checked. And goes down, shot at it, gets either Knight got a piece of it or went wide. 9:20 to play in the first period. A good start to this period for San Jose. Celebrini tried to center it. Vlasic there with a deflection. Sharks just keep it on sides. Oh, shot. I think. The, you do.